Lucio. I went to the doctor's earlier today and got medicines and everything, and I already mentioned before, that had to do with the degenerative disc disorder, I guess I'll be pronouncing this right, sciatica, I think that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, that was what's causing the pain in not just my lower back, which I already knew about the degenerative thing, but in the hips and in my thigh, my knee, and my shin. And they gave me some medicines, gave me a shot, and all that. But anyway, enough of that. I'm really concerned about something, and I have to watch how I put this, or how I word it. So in some areas you will probably have to read between the lines, I guess, But thing is, first of all, we are Americans, and we see a lot of injustices done, and we see a lot of crime being committed, and these criminals are getting by with it. See, it's pretty bad though when you got criminals running the street and the government is not doing anything really about it, and they get a slap on the wrist. They're allowed to kill you, kill your family, steal, but you cannot fight to defend yourself. That's pretty sad, because that is against the law. So, and you keep wondering why I'm keep turning my head. Look, there's like a little reflection over here, right there. Could be light hitting the thing here, but I don't know. But anyway, we see a lot of these injustices done, and these people getting by with it, and they have more rights than any law-abiding citizens. Alright, and I'm going to give you a Reader's Digest version of this. I can't really post this on there, or they would definitely remove it off of YouTube. So I'm going to give you the Reader's Digest version, or the Reader's Digest version. Alright, now there's this thing, I forget what they call it offhand. I don't have the thing up here and I don't feel like trying to look it up at the moment. But anyway, all this stuff that you see with the economic collapses and stuff like this is done on purpose. Which now a lot of you already figured that and already know it, and then some of you kind of thinking on that line and whatever. Alright, certain insiders have kind of revealed some things, and can't give their real names or nothing, right? But anyway, they were revealing stuff that was going on at not just our government. I'm talking about all the governments around is in on this, where the whole thing is designed to collapse the economic system all around the world. Alright, now you've heard of a social credit system and all this kind of stuff, where you have money in your bank, right? And to earn the right to have that money, you got to do things that's pleasing to the government and to all social stuff, and if you do, you can maintain that. You'll get what the credits, and then if you not do anything that's pleasing the government, then then, well, they give you demerits and they take that out and what have you, etc., etc. You got to have those credits and everything so you could be able to go do all those fancy things you want to do. Oh yeah. But see, they also want to take your property, seize your property and everything, because you can't own nothing, so that way you'll be happy. Alright, well, see, their one plan is that, and all this is that, and I'm not lying, I'm not joking, and this is the fact, they will not only seize your property, and I told you guys this once before, and I think some of you didn't believe me, but, like investing in gold, invest in silver, unless you want to, see all that disappear, because they will seize it. Now, in history, this has been done in American history back a long time ago. I think it was like in the Great Depression, around in that time era, I think, or so. It was back like in the 1920s, somewhere. I'm not exactly sure right off on the dates, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You couldn't have gold, couldn't hoard gold, or anything, right? Because the government would seize it. And it would be against the law if you got caught with it. Well, see, this time, all that investment in gold and silver, I've heard a lot of you preppers out there talking about this. Prepping and getting the gold and silver. And see, these people want to try to keep you even from bartering. That's the whole reason why you can't barter with, if they get their way, which they will, they'll seize not only, you won't have nothing. So the only thing I can say is you better have all that stuff well hid. And you think, well, it ain't going to hurt them, knowing what I got over here. Well, they're going to take your property. Forget about your cattle or any of your livestock. That's gone with these people. What they're planning. They already have these in existence, these re-education camps. They go by other names and stuff, but you know what I'm talking about, but they go by other names. Yeah. And hey, if you're a conservative, you're a Christian, or you believe in the law and good morals and things like that, guess where you're going? Yeah. And the thing is, there's so much more to this. They will seize everything you got. They will take it. And they'll do that through the help of the blue helmets. You know which ones I'm talking about, right? Oh, yeah. So, and now check this out. Now, I'm sure some of you probably heard of it. A lot of you probably haven't. I think the farmer's name was Miller. They're Amish. I'm not for sure what state. I think it was in Pennsylvania. Don't quote me on that one. But the thing is, the feds, Marshall and them, did a raid on this place. And now we all know how the Amish are. Good people. They don't rock the boat with people. They mind their own business, and they raise their own food and everything else, right? But it goes one step beyond all that, really. Is that they seized that farmers raided their the farm. And now the excuse that they have for doing it, and they're fining them $450,000. and then some. Alright, because, see, you know, they're selling meat and stuff like this because they're not using government-approved facilities. And they've been doing this for generations, and then all of a sudden now they're just doing it? Come on, guys. I mean, look at all the plants, food plants, fertilizer plants, and everything else that's been going on, burning and blowing up and all this. And it's just coincidence. Wink, wink, wink. Yeah, coincidence. Well, anyway, yeah. So, let me encourage you, alright, you as Americans, you know what to do. You're a prepper, you're a patriot, whatever. You know what you need to do, and you need to do it. You need to get up and start. I'll tell you this, but you also need to start making complaints and not letting up off of it and hitting your senators, your governors and everything else. I mean, don't let off of them, because the day you do is when might as well just bend over and kiss your tail goodbye. All right, and everything else you got that you worked hard for, that your family has worked hard for, everything that land that's been in your family for generations, because they will find somehow, whether they have to cook it up or not, they will seize it. They will take it. And I think they're just using this as seeing how well they can stretch it out. You know, their little feelers out and knowing exactly how they're going to go about doing this full blown. You know, now, I'm sharing my opinions. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just my views and all this, you know, and please share yours on this, okay? But I mean, what do you think about this whole situation with this this Amish farmer that they did this to? Now, you know, if you want to help that farmer, now they some are got GoFundMe's up to help them out. Now I think you know, if you have it, you should do it. If I had it, I would help if I had it. But you know, they got a GoFundMe thing there. I can find that GoFundMe if you want it, and I'll give it to you, the link, if you just let me know. But we all should stick together. See, if we just it's the survival of the fittest. It's just about me, and me and mine, and no one else. I have a feeling you're the first one's going to get it, and then you're going to get a good taste of what it's like on the other hand. But thing is, I mean, we have to stick together as one. See, if we're divided, we fall. And right now, this country's pretty much divided. But when a band of people stick together and stand up to fight tyranny, you can be successful. But that's only if only if you are united, okay? Now, we need to be doing something about this. You need to get a hold of senators and stuff. Get a hold of those who, news people that are not left slanted, you know, towards communism and everything, socialism and all that crap. But we need to make a stand, okay? We need to stand up. I thought I would share this with you. I thought about doing a live, and I don't really feel like, you know, because sometimes getting in a live stream, you know, I enjoy doing a live when I got people in there, you know, wanting to talk, you know, and stuff, maybe even having them up on the panel and stuff. But right now, I mean, I'm not feeling 100, but, you know, that shot and everything helped a little. It still hurts. It's hard for me to get up there, you know, to go over yonder to do stuff and get out and tend to the animals. But I told not to get up and do very much, because as much as, you know, I've been having to move around trying to tend to these animals and things around out here, is that I'm keeping all this stuff inflamed and stuff, you know, and joints and the bones, muscles, nerves, and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, you got my point, you know. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you. See what you thought. Now, normally this would go on Straight Up and Forward channel, my other channel, but you know, I have to off and on make do putting this up on this channel until September, if September ever comes. Who knows? When I say that is, you know, like with internet and everything else going, war and the way the government and everything else is going, you don't know what you're gonna find that's gonna be happening tomorrow, the next day, or the next few minutes. You know, time you get this, time I load this up and you see this, probably after this is loaded, probably within the next hour after that, everything, more stuff has been happening and changing, you know. So, I mean, you can't hardly keep up with it. But, let me just say, watch your six, people. Stick together. Please, don't get in the attitude of it's just me and mine and that's it. If you stick together, and you can fight tyranny if you stick together. But we need to get up and start talking to the congressmen, senators, governors, what have you. No sense of doing it with Sleepy Joe directly, because you know he's all asleep and he don't halfway know where he's at. And Kamala Harris, oh, don't make me laugh. We're not going to get in that one, all right? But we already know. So anyway, we need to stick up for one another, alright? Because things is coming to a head. I mean, you got war going on and everything else, economic collapses and stuff and this and that. I mean, it just... So, let's pray for one another and look out for one another and help one another out the best that we can. But when it comes to fighting against tyranny, to fight against the injustice in this world, it takes us standing together. United we stand, divided we fall. So please remember that, and be good to each other, and please, you know, and be sure to go to Randy's Adventurous Family RAF channel there, and show him some love, okay? And also be sure to help each other out. You know, now we may all have disagreements on our views and different things, but see, we're human. And as human beings, we also have souls. We should care for one another. No matter what our differences are, we should care about one another. Stand together, not divided. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't think, well, that fellow there don't believe the way I do. Or they have different views, or this one that said this and that. You know, no. You gotta have a heart. You gotta stand up for one another. Not necessarily because you have whatever. I mean, you know, if you disagree with someone on something, you disagree. Because you're standing together with them, don't mean that you're necessarily agreeing with that one or this one over a differences of opinion. You're standing up for what is good in this world. That's what you're standing up for. Freedom, okay? That's what you're standing up for. Because if we don't do it now, we'll lose every bit of it, and we are already sliding that way on losing it all. So let's stand up to it. I'm just a little guy with a small channel, but let's do something. Spread the word out, okay? And hey, how many of you are with me? You want to do something? Let's do something, okay? Let's stand together as Americans, as people who love freedom, okay? And stand up against tyranny. Alright, so until then, I want to say I love you all. Be blessed in all that you do. and let's pray for one another. Alright? You take care, and I will catch you later. So until then, I hope and wado.